Hey guys, it's at Altovise Unmuted at your world's worst introvert. I'm super excited to come and chit chat with you guys. Our Friday calls, they are amazing. If you missed the 12 o'clock call from today, go and catch that replay when it's posted in the Logie group on Monday or Tuesday of the following week. It's definitely something that can help you move and groove and go to a next level when it comes to you being a content creator on Amazon. And this one is our 2 p.m. Logie call. So I'm excited. We come here every single Friday, most times, unless it's, a holiday. That but we come in with some great information and insight. But the most important thing is it's stuff that you can actually use. Now, before we get started with today's call, I want to just make this very clear. It's always going to be about the action that you take and the consistency that you have when it comes to being a content creator. There is no way, shape, or form that you can do this without taking action and being consistent. And here's the thing, consistency does not mean every day. Consistency means what can I, with the time that I have, do at repeatedly. So that may mean every Monday. That may mean every Sunday night. That may mean every Tuesday. Whatever that looks like for you to be able to remain consistent, that's the thing that you stand on. That's the rock that you yell out from, okay? Because that's going to help you in the times where life happens. I have been a content creator for 10 years now. I know. I look like I just got out of high school or something, right? I know. Not with these grades, but kids, they do it to you. But over the years, I've seen platforms rise and fall. I've seen content creators rise and fall. And I'm telling you, the main thing that they can always fall back on is that strategy, right? Now, if you're here and you're on this call, then that means you're a Logie. Hey, which means that you have access to amazing brands. You have access to some cool samples. And not only that, you have access to an amazing community that come together and share the good, the bad, the ugly of this content creator journey. It's not always going to be the easiest, but oftentimes we share some great strategies in here that can definitely help you to move through the process. So with that being said, we're going to go into what we finna talk about on today's, right? So today is back in routine. That's the first thing. If you're taking notes, go and write that down because we are about to hit, well, we just hit August. Happy August 1st. We love you. And what does that mean? That means that there are students who are going back to school, back to college. There are some who have come and were visiting for a time with family and friends, and now they're about to go back home. And so, back to is a great strategy for your August into September content. So, what does that mean? What are people buying for back to school? What are people buying for going back to work after the vacation, summer vacation, after their cruise? What do they need after a cruise to be able to get back into the flow? So I'll give an example. So somebody who just came off a cruise, they may say, I got to get back into making sure I'm doing X, Y, and Z. A digital calendar may be something that interests them. Because if I'm just coming back, I may not want to do nothing on paper. Don't hand me a piece of paper. Don't hand me an envelope because it's going to remind me of a bill, and I don't want to touch it. But if I have a digital calendar, I can literally put all my appointments and all important dates right there from the app in my phone, send it right to the calendar. And if the calendar is placed somewhere in our amazing, beautiful home, then everyone can see what's on the calendar. You can also give other people access to be able to add to the calendar. Listen, Stephanie just said it in the comments. Oh my goodness. Listen, it's Halloween already. And you didn't know it. Listen, if you go into any physical store, they already have Thanksgiving, Halloween products already in. Fall stuff is already in the store. I'm like, we didn't even hit August yet. Why? Give me some time, please. I just a couple minutes. Let me stay here a minute. But this is something that you often have to put into perspective, is that it's getting earlier and earlier and earlier how, the time gap from when they start marketing for an upcoming season or event. We know fall season, you have the fall weddings, you have Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween, all of those things that come over. We also know Black Friday is Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. These are all things fourth quarter. So it's going to be coming up on you really quickly. So again, this is why having a strategy allows you to be able to put some things on paper and say, let's move with that. So thinking about what you need to get back to when it comes to routines, what are some things that you can talk about strategy wise? What are some things that you can talk about content wise on social media? Even if you're just doing a regular post, even if you're doing a new idea list on Amazon or on Bendable, if you're doing if you do reels or TikToks, this can be the same content that you use across the board, y'all. Like, you don't just have to use this in one way. That same idea that you have, or that same thing that you're saying I need to get back into using, you can use it across all social media platforms. So thinking about that, what's something that you need to get back into doing? A back end routine with. Because one of the most important things is we don't always have to create or recreate the wheel. Talk about what you're already doing. Create content for what you're already doing. Here's an example. You said my dishes. So we are in back to routine. Everybody's getting school supplies and art supplies for back to school. Well, I have this amazing Funsols, that part. This is the black acrylic markers. Now I have a couple products from them, right? But we're getting back to routine. But for some people, the routine may be changing up. So I have a friends group. We're going to be meeting up, not this weekend, but next weekend. And one of our friends is moving out of state. And that's like, oh. So when it comes to getting back to routine, sometimes it's going to be some people who are creating new routines. So we're going to sit, we're all coming together. We're going to do brunch, and I'm going to have them do some cute little glasses. We're going to design our own wine glasses and cheers, congratulations, and celebrate the fact that she is moving into her brand new home. Oh, again, I already have the product. It's content, I'm using it, and it's content that I can go and post on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and use the link to go right back to it. Now, I said this one because this one is a Logie brand. We love Logie brands. Yeah. This one is a Logie brand. So this allows us to be able to make money on Amazon and on Logie. And we only have to post the video on Amazon once. Or if you're posting it on social media, you just have to have the link to go to it. Anybody buys it. Now, I have a couple different from Funsols, and I have a couple of the Charcola sets as well. Absolutely love those. But this is the time to market them, because you can do, if you have nieces and nephews that are coming to visit, do a cute little project. Don't give them any ideas, or just give them the markers, some canvases that are blank, and let them go. Ain't no telling what's going to be on that canvas, but come on. You just said it. Amazon, Logie, and Creator Connection, but all from one product that you might have gotten from Logie, right? And some of you may say, okay, I can see that, because we're getting back into the rotation of school. So for some people, they're getting back into, I got to have a regular schedule on how I clean the home, because what I did over the summer is not what I can do during the school year. It's going to look different. Or I'm in prep mode for the fall. Here we go. It's another Logie product. This one is a heavy duty brick and stone fireplace and masonry cleaner. Now, we often talk about spring cleaning, but how many people actually do some fall cleaning so that way you can get ready for all of those, the live Christmas trees that you're about to set up, all of those decorations that you're about to set up, and all of that. Well, if you have a fireplace, then that may be one of the things that needs to be cleaned, because guess what? You're about to redecorate that whole fireplace all over again. But you see how you fit it into your regular content. You don't necessarily have to make something, different, because here's the thing. There's going to be somebody that does a video. I just saw something go by the window and I don't know what it is. That was such a squirrel moment. Like, was somebody just rolling down the street? Okay. All right. Never a dull moment when you live in the city. So I'm sorry, y'all. That was funny. But you don't have to necessarily buy, make a boring just unboxing video. Well, this is Quick and Bright. And Quick and Bright, you can clean fireplace and masonry. You can clean both with this. No, we want something that's showing them that, no, this is how I fit it into my regular routine. Here's the thing. People are tired of just the unboxing videos. Some people have been talking about how, my videos aren't getting as much engagement. Right? They're not getting as much engagement. They're not getting as much views. Well, sometimes it's because all your videos are just unboxing videos, and we got to kind of switch it up. Do some things. What are you doing with it? Now this one, it actually came with the brush, y'all, which is a game changer too, because that's the other thing. Some of y'all out here trying to clean the whole fireplace with a toothbrush. Don't do that no more. Don't do. What is that? I promise you, it looks like it's like a tricycle, and they just rolling down the street, and they're in the street. It's taking me out every time they roll by because it's so low to the street. It's like the little gym scooters. I'm sorry, y'all. That is funny. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna see if my sister can catch a video of it as they go by, y'all. Because look, let me roll back. Okay. Unless you're me, in which case you have to recreate the wheel for a block. That part. But Andrew, here's the thing. How many times do you actually say that in your content? Because people want to know how different people use the products. So if you're somebody who has a disability, people want to know how you're using these particular products. If you're a dad and you got kids, people want to know how you're using certain products, because guess what? Single men and men that are married or men that have kids use the same product differently. Can we be honest? Because come in close. Sometimes it's because the men, when they're single, they hardly use any products. And then when they're married or have kids, they're using their products. But y'all didn't hear that from me. Somebody said, personally taking a step back from videos, going to focus on repurposing content and blogging. Ooh, that's on my list for, I'm gonna get to that too, Stephanie. So I can work around my kids a little easier. So guess what, Stephanie? That's part of your back too when it comes to the routine that you're stepping into. So go talk about that. Even in just regular content videos. Listen, I may not be doing videos as much, but you can record yourself in typing up a blog. You can record yourself going and saying, listen, I'm repurposing old stuff, old content. Talk about it. Because guess what? There are people who are like, oh, y'all must be posting every single day. Y'all must be recording every single day. No. Who has time to do that? We also talk about batch recording. Batch recording is ideal, where you just go and you record and you grab a bunch of different things that can be content, and you can go ahead and strategize and put it out periodically over time. You don't have to put it all out at the same time. That is a mistake that a lot of people make when it comes to creating and posting content. They will go to an event and they will take all of these videos and pictures and put them all in one reel. Mm-mm. No.
And I'd like to add on to that. Whenever I first started, whenever I was just on YouTube in 2017, the way that I knew that I needed to do this was by batch shooting, and I was doing it in our kitchen because I didn't have this office yet. And I literally had just a stack of products on the side of me, and I'd have my camera right here, so no, you couldn't see the products, but I just take one, make that video, put it to the side, take the next one. That way, I didn't have to continually run around my house trying to find things because that's time wasted. Go and get all your products in one sitting or one standing, I guess, to go and grab everything that you need. And then you put it right there. You whip them out one right after the other, and then you can go put them back, and then you're ready to go and upload all your stuff on the next day. So, whenever I was doing this on YouTube, I would schedule out one video every single day. So, if I was able to do 20 products in one day, that's almost a month worth of content right there. So, it gives you that breathing room to be able to focus on what's next, or what are you going to do in your business next, or how are you going to grow. And so that was just kind of a little production hack that I had to overcome because I was a daily vlogger for 6.5 years. I was used to just picking up the camera, going about my day, doing the vlog thing, editing at night, and then starting up at the next day again. There was literally no break day to day. And so to be able to switch my mind into this batch processing really gave me the time and the breath to be able to focus on other things that probably mattered more than the actual content. So just thought I'd throw that out there if you guys are needing some kind of more efficiency procedures whenever you're going to just shoot your stuff.
Exactly. And so it's important because, again, burnout is real. Please understand, burnout is real, frustration is real. As a content creator, I know that there's an outside world that believes that content creators don't do anything but have fun and run around and just take pictures and videos all day. But the reality is that this is run as a business. It is a business. And yes, we get to have fun doing it, but there comes a time where you can get burnt out. There comes a time, again, where emergencies happen and you don't have that time that you thought that you had before. So what Lane just shared with you guys literally gives you back your time, because now I'm not doing it every day. I've done it, posted it out, but I still have content coming out every day. If I'm batch recording, so that was one example of batch recording. If you're doing fashion, you guys saw that I've been posting some videos. It's me in a, first of all, the shirt is it's black and red plaid. It's not a shirt, it's actually a skirt. And it is a campaign that I did, that part. But I recorded a bunch of videos with that on, and I've been able to use it in different ways across social media. And again, at the end, I'm going to give you a little hack for TikTok, or for, actually, for, you can use it for TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram. I don't know if you'll be able to use it for YouTube because I don't know how there's the setup per se, but for the other platforms, it's a lot easier. I'll go back and then I'll use that clip. I'll see what I can do it with, what's trending. And this is a great way for you to build engagement on social media, depending on what platform you're working with and trying to, take things to another level. Listen. Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'd like to add too, I actually did this recently, is a lot of content creators can get burned out and they're kind of trying to keep up with filming everything and having enough time, and that's where batching comes into play. But also, like, knowing, it kind of goes back to what Altovise always says, know your numbers. But I was looking at like which products have I promoted that have been like really good. They really worked well for me, brought in sales, it got lots of views, all that type of stuff. And the other day, I realized one of the products, like I saw it in my data. I was like, oh, I bet I have some old content from some of those old vlogs that I've done where I've used this product. And I have all my videos backed up onto a hard drive. And I went through and I found that particular vlog where we used this product. And I made an entire video, it was our first time using it. And so I was able to use that this is literally content from 5 years ago that I was able to, I saw the data there that was doing well. And so I realized, oh, I should do something to follow up on this because that one did so well. So whenever it comes to the whole idea of efficiency and batch producing your stuff so that you have the time to be able to have that breathing room to do the analysis of the data that you have in. This is a point where you would want to step back and do that so that you can realize, oh, I can go make a picture of that. Oh, I've got this old video of that. Maybe I have a picture from years ago. I don't know if y'all can see these boxes back here. Those are like thousands of old pictures from our family. And I realized the other day, I've digitized all those. I could probably use those in some of my content. I just need to go and pick out what products are in those pictures so that I can upload them. So it's just a matter of, again, using what you have, but also creating that time for you to be able to see what you have and using that with data so that the new thing hopefully does well for you.
That part. And it's so funny because I saw that Carrie said that she batch records on non-rainy days. So my sister and I were running out in the rain. And I even took content from that because it was for, first of all, it was summertime and I'm doing content for sweatsuits. Don't just content creator life, 90-degree weather, and I had on a sweatsuit. But it rained outside. I did a couple videos of me just playing around in the rain, posted that on my social media and tagged the brand or tagged the rep that I'm working with and said, hey, this isn't the video that I'm putting on Amazon, but this is one of the videos that I recorded with your sweatsuit on, because that brand may, or that vendor may want to repost that. They may want to share that out on their stories. There's so many different ways that, again, it allows you to build that brand representation and that brand relationship, and take it to a different level. So I'll do some things in the rain, not too much, but I will go out and play in the rain depending on what I have on or what I have, and I can kind of catch a quick video of as well, especially if you have some of those boot dryers. I'm not, I'm saying we're about to get back into the fall season. That's something that may be on the list for people to start getting. That's why if you subbed to my biz channel, you will see a video every single day because I batch record. Yep. Yes, I keep my products in sterile tubs for each live stream, and each has an idea list. I can check them off uh, on to be sure I have them all. Exactly. Product videos, tutorials, newsletters, everything is done in batches to make things easier. 100%. That part. And for the first, I can say this, for the first 5 years, because I started 2014, 2015. So from 2015 to 2020, it was go, 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 go. I started slowing down like 2019, and then COVID happened. And that shifted things for a lot of people. A lot of people started trying to do more things online. Some people just didn't know what to do. But you saw the shift, you saw the change. And now that we're, at 2025, people are in another really big shift when it comes to how they buy, what they buy. Listen, I'll give an example. So Kai Sinat, and I forgot the other gentleman's name, the other little boy's name. They go to a Walmart. It's back to school time. It's back to school shopping. They go, and those uh, Avia sneakers that are Walmart brand sneakers, they go and try someone in the video. He's talking about how comfortable they are. He's walking around. Y'all, these sneakers have now been selling out in all these different Walmarts. Walmart sneakers have been selling out because sometimes it only takes one video, but they want like a genuine reaction of some of the stuff that you have, not necessarily just an unboxing or here's where you can get it, but people now are flooding Walmarts. They're selling out in Walmarts. What? How many now? I won't tell y'all what year I was in school. But how many people when you were in school, if you had Payless shoes or I probably dated myself, Walmart shoes or Target shoes, you kind of you felt a little, you didn't feel like the popular crew. You felt like the unpopular crew, like you was on the other side. You get the opportunity to make whatever it is that you are featuring in your video part of the popular crew, part of the it thing and in thing. That part, that. Yeah, listen, right? Pay less. Uh huh. So, Andrew said, I'm still wearing clothes from my teen. You still wearing clothes from your teens, Andrew? Sir, really? But here's the thing again, when it comes to our strategy, so now you look at a calendar and you can say, I know that for the month of August, I want to focus on these 4 areas. You got 4 weeks, do one area per week. During that week, are you writing this down? Write this down. During that week, you're going and you're going to post if you have Bendable, whatever idea list you create on Amazon, create the idea list. Some of those may be products you already have. Some of those may not be products you have. Some of those may be products that are right now a part of the Logie program, so you can add them to your list. Go on Bendable, create a Bendable list where you're pulling in different content, the videos that you make. Again, with that same product, that again, if we do the video of us using these, then I can put that video on TikTok and I can pull that video from TikTok and put it in my Bendable list. I can pull that video from TikTok and it goes to Pinterest. Or if you already have it set up, you can connect your Instagram with your Pinterest, and anything you post on your Instagram can go right to your Pinterest. You just posted it in another place. And if you already have your link in there, then you know what it is. That part. Okay, hold on. Stephanie said, wait, no, let's go back. Oh, jeans from 20 years ago? Who I went no, 20 years ago. Yeah, that was my kids was little. I wish I could fit clothes from 20 years ago. Uh TikTok Shop and Sheen basically are pay less. Very true, Amy. And I think that's where the Avia sneakers were. They were on the TikTok Shop, and but people saw that they were in Amazon. Amazon in Walmart, and then they saw it on his video, and everybody and they grandmama went in there to get them. I got free clothes from Amazon sellers. Yep, and I will go and put clothes on, and I will go to the corner store. And while I'm going to the corner store, I'll do videos, I'll do snippets. Especially, I'm really big on outdoor content because I can get a pretty background, and I'm in the city, so there's always like you got graffiti and art and all types of stuff all over the place. So I can take videos and pictures anywhere and be able to use it later. The same way Lane was talking about using it later. Yeah, there it is. You said your husband. Oh, shout out to the hubby. Shout out to the hubby. Said my husband knows to video me out and about when I get new clothes. Exactly. And it makes sense. Again, you record and you don't have to post it immediately. But I'm going to give you this hack Matter of fact, we're at the midway point. Let me give you this hack really quick. So if you're on Instagram, if you're on TikTok, if you're on Facebook, and you see something, especially on TikTok, you'll see that it says this is a trending audio, and they're telling you on the screen how to use that particular audio. Here's how you make a content bank. Content bank. And so a content bank is something that you have it there. You can go and use it whenever you need to. So the content bank is when I see a video like that, I will screenshot the video, right? I will go to the audio, click on the audio, click on use audio, and add the screenshot and save it in my drafts. So now when you have content that you've created and you're like, oh my goodness, I need to know what I can post for today, go to your drafts, look at what you have, and then see what the audio is and what because they give you the examples of what you can have as your on-screen caption. Go get that on-screen caption or that idea, upload your content. I know, right? You're just like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, upload your content, use that, use the caption idea or whatever caption is close to the idea they were talking about. Go ahead, add that music or that song, because when you take the screenshot, at the bottom of the screenshot is the name of the song. You take the name of the song, add it, boom, it's done, because you've already created the content, you already recorded it. It could be videos that you recorded 3 months ago, 6 years ago, but it matches what they're talking about for that particular trending topic or trending audio. Boom, done. And I'm not just, it's the way that I was about to say, I'm not just an advocate, I'm a user. That's not what they would say. What was it? The hairpiece for men commercial. Y'all know I'm silly. The hairpiece for men commercial. I've been using this. So I've been using this strategy on TikTok and kind of testing it to see what it does for my content. And it's not only is it getting views, which is views are cute, that's cool, but it's building my following um through general interaction, like genuine and general interaction, instead of doing the follow for follow, which can put you in a really icky spot sometimes when you have a lot of people whose accounts get banned and things like that, and then it looks bad on your account. So this is one way that you can build on the different platforms. So again, I'll say it really clearly. You go to your social media page, and it's your FYP on TikTok, but if you're on Facebook or Instagram, it's the little watch section. And as you're going through, they'll tell you this is a trending audio, and they'll give you like a little idea of how you can use it. Take a screenshot, save, go into the audio. Once you go into the audio, use audio and save it with that screenshot to your drafts. And then you can come back and use it. And then once you use it, you can go back to your drafts and delete it. So did everybody get that? So here's the thing. So, okay. My issue is many of the trending audios can't be used with business accounts, which is what you have when you're an affiliate. So here's the workaround for that. So sometimes it may be that version of the song cannot be used with it, but the workaround is sometimes you can use the audio, like the where they just have, sometimes they'll have the song with the words, of course, and then you got your audio, right? So sometimes it's just the music. Sometimes you can use the music version of it instead of the actual. So that may take a little bit of extra, because you got to look to see if they have that version on there, and play around with it. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it just depends. Right, exactly. Andrew just said it. Sometimes it depends on the platform. So this is any platform. I use it for TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I have not tried it for YouTube. I don't know if they allow you to do the same thing when it comes to the screenshot and drafts. Little tick, like little trick, like trick, little trick. Um, I don't know if they let you do that on YouTube, but I know for definite TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, you can do it. And then, like I said, once you've used that particular one, go back, delete it from your drafts. You're good to go. But this gives you something called a content bank. The same thing with if you do a content calendar and you just record, you know what you're talking about for each week, and you go and batch record um, different things, then you can place it in whatever week it's going to be. It's the same thing. It's that's your content bank, or especially when you have different products. Oh, sure. So I go to go when you see that it says an audio is a trending topic. So you do a screenshot, hit the audio to go to the audio, and then there's a little button that says use sound. Click that and save it with that screenshot for that particular audio. Save it to your drafts. And then when you come back, you can go through and say, okay, I'm going to use this one. And look at the bottom of the screenshot. You'll be able to see the name of the actual song. You said they've been changing things on YouTube. I haven't messed with the new creator app yet. That's that part. I think I got everybody else.
I just want to kind of talk about the content bank idea that you have,
Mm-hmm.
because the way I look at what I've, and mine's, elaborate and whatnot, but I've built a database of all of my videos on Amazon, and they go out on a schedule and all that, and I've got a little tick that I can check, or a little thing that I can click to be able to make one go out before another one. So sometimes, before a holiday comes along or something like that, I can search through my database of videos for like Christmas or toys or Halloween, costume, right? And I can just put a little tick mark next to that particular piece of content, say at the beginning of October for Halloween. And that way, those videos that I already have just in my bank get prioritized at a time whenever it would be the best time to release it, because it's already been on Amazon. And so I think that it would be smart for you. This is a great, use for Logie right here, is to pull up all the content that you have on Logie, because you can search all your content on Logie, and pull up the ones that go around a particular keyword for the season that we're in. Like back to school right now would be a good one. Maybe search school, or search pencils or erasers or whatever, and take note of that content, and then you can go into your wherever you keep your files, and you can upload that to YouTube. That way you're jumping on, it's called trend hacking is what you're doing. So you're jumping on the trend that's going on right now, based on whatever the season happens to be. And so, and then if you use something like repurpose.io, which I talked about at the previous calls last week, that'll take that YouTube video that you just posted on there, and it's going to spread it out to all your social content. So everybody's seeing this, trending thing that's going on right now, on all of on all your social media, not just on YouTube. So you're hopefully having a larger reach out there. And then next year, whenever this same trend comes around, because it's gonna happen, school happens every year, you might want to reach out to some of the companies and be like, hey, last year around this time, here's a case study that I have for you guys. I was able to generate this much traffic, this much affiliate links, this many clicks. I produced this amount of content. You can reach out to those brands and see if they'll do a deal with you. Send me the free product plus something, and we can, create the same kind of thing. So it's just a matter of planning ahead. And that's kind of what Altovise is talking about here. Like, we've already started doing videos for Halloween, because I know that that's coming up, and I can put that into my calendar, which for me just happens to be in my giant database that I get through the Fluencer Fruit thing. So again, if you guys want to see any of the tools that I use, I'll put a link in the thing if y'all want to check it out. It's dadreviews.org/automation. But it's the easiest way that I have found to be able to stay on top of the trends with this back catalog of content that I've created over the years. So hopefully that's helpful and hopefully that makes sense for you guys.
Exactly. And so again, I had and this was a funny one because I had my daughter, I don't even remember why she had it. That gotta love kids, right? Yay. She had a astronaut helmet. And so I was like, okay, I'll do a quick little video of it. No problem. And I held it and didn't even put it up. And as I was going through, because sometimes we have moments where we're like, oh man, I don't have any new content to put up. I was going through my old videos and I was like, oh, I forgot I didn't edit this video and upload it yet. So I edited and uploaded it. When I tell you that video was uploaded 3 years ago and it still creates it still generates conversion and money for me 3 years later.
I've got a Logie product that I bought probably 2 years ago, I want to say, and it continuously gets views every single day. In fact, if you look at my real time views on YouTube, it is one of the top 10. I don't know if you guys in the YouTube Studio app, you can see which in your analytics, which videos are getting the most views over the past, I think it's 48 hours. And this video right here is always in my top 10. So I know that it is constantly getting attention brought to it. And because I have my affiliate link in there, over the years, it's a Logie product. So I get a higher percentage, plus I get the Amazon percentage, plus it's a Genius link, so I get it in all the other countries as well. So that's kind of the power of having this back catalog. Even though you produced it years ago, it's still making money for you day in and day out. And so there's a lot of truth to be told about having this backlog of content, whether it's on Amazon, on YouTube, on social media, wherever. Just get it out there to as many places as you can so that it can work for you.
That part. So I'll hit one more thing and then I'll go back and hit up what you just said. Oh shucks.
Every hour.
The other thing, so when we talk about what we're going to upload, so we're talking about we said this is our back to routine. So August, September, back to routine. This is a great time also for you to do what is it that you replenish around this time of year, or something that you replenish often, or something that you reorder often. What's some of your favorite regular things that you have in your home? That's a binnable list, an Amazon list that you can create, and you can always pull from it and be able to add more stuff. If you are utilizing creator connections, there are so many products for cleaning, for reorganizing your home, storage, that you can utilize in these lists, that you can create brand new lists. You can do all types of things, but again, it adds to it. And one of the things that was talked about in the earlier session was talking about your shop page on Logie. And so as you're creating these idea lists, all of that content goes right over to Logie as well. So if you've been saying, oh, I want a way to be able to showcase to brands what it is I've been able to do, you can send them your shop page. That's another option for you. And they can see what idea list you've put together. What they can see your live streams there, your idea list, they can see the videos, they can see everything right there. And they can also have access to all of your social media sites if you have them on your shop page with Logie. So that part. Listen, Andrew just said another one. What are you struggling with? And so we're going to go back, and we saw that Shop with Nick said, or I don't have to say Shop with Nick. Nick said um, that she hasn't seen a big conversion with using things on Nichelle. She hasn't seen a big conversion with things on Amazon so far. So I will say this: I've been doing the Amazon influencer program for a couple years, and when I first started, I was excited. I was gung ho about the opportunity because I was like, "Oh, great! All I have to do is post a link, and I can get paid." The reality is that it took a bit more than just posting a link. And so I've also seen the whole program go up and down and up and down. So you're 3 years in. And so this year, what I said was, okay, let me take a step back and let me do a reset. Sometimes you have to do a reset because what was working is not working anymore. So there's been a lot of people who have literally gone and it's dropped a lot over the years, right? It's dropped down tremendously. But here's some things that can refresh what's going on. So, first of all, I know for me, I do get a lot of views on my storefront. So I redid my idea list. I scrapped my old idea list because at one point we were just adding stuff to idea lists, and I'm not going to tell you how many things were in each of those lists that I had, but I scrapped them, and I created new idea lists. And so what I did was I made sure that the idea list had a description, that the idea list had keywords in the description as well as in the title. This one, listen, I Andrew said I missed the big bucks days when they was making 60K in a month. Uh it was a lot. It's so much easier. But again, people came in doing all types of stuff. They were doing all types of stuff. And then also it's how are you bringing people to your content? So in the beginning, we were able to just focus on making the content, right? Let's talk about the highs and lows of this. In the beginning, we could just focus on making the content, upload the content, and then go about our lives. And then, but Amazon kept focusing on telling us and reminding us, we want you to bring people to it. So they gave us incentives for us to build up the offsite, and they pulled back on what we had access to when it came to on site. That's one major thing that happened. And so, with that change, if you were not somebody who was bringing people to the site, you did not see, like you saw the drop, but you never saw it come back up. People who were bringing people to Amazon, they started seeing it come back up. The other thing was, one of the things I've been doing is using Rob's extension, the Oink extension, because there are a lot of products and you may have a ton of videos, but there's a lot of products that are currently unavailable. Currently, just it's not there. And so I had some really great selling products from some really great brands that it's not available. And so it's been not available almost all year this year. So everybody's numbers have been low. But here's the thing, here's a couple reasons why it's unavailable. It could be unavailable because they're out of stock. It can be unavailable because the brand pulled the product and had to re-upload it. And so it just has a new ASIN. It can be unavailable because the brand was removed. And sometimes you'll see that there's no actual product connected to your video. That made a big difference. Yes, big difference. Exactly. Listen, I sure will let you come on, Stephanie. So that made a big difference as well. Um, that's where extensions like Oink came in and said, okay, we see the problem. We're going to help you. And there's literally a button and it gives you all of the videos that's currently unavailable, where the product's currently unavailable. It gives you all of the videos that were over tagged. It gives you all of the videos where the product has been untagged. And you can go through and redo all of that. They also have some other great things with Oink that, again, the stuff that we didn't realize or that we were slowly kind of trying to go through, it allows us to do it a whole lot better. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Um, that part. Elaine just says, I love how Logie sends me awesome products that I can make extra commissions with. 100%. Because there are so many platforms and that they give you the all the feels to make you believe like you're going to be able to do some great things with that particular program, and they don't communicate anything else. Like you sign up and then you can't unsign up. You got to send them a whole, like, I felt like I had one of them, I felt like I have to send them a letter, like we was a job. It's like I got to send you a resignation letter in order for me to be able to leave your site. Like that's crazy. Why don't I just have an option to be able to delete the account? But they also aren't as open and when it comes to communicating about what the brand is doing or what the platform is doing and how you can utilize the platform. So the reset for me was I went back and said I had already started working on, okay, what videos am I deleting? What videos do I have to upload to a new ASIN? What videos do I have to go in and edit and change up? And it took a process. It did. Like I've been doing this over the last few months. This is not something that it didn't start when I started using Oink. It started before I was using Oink. And that's allowed me to see a change and it go back up. Has it gone up to the $100 and $200 days? Not as of yet, but it put me in a better position to where I have brands that are sending me more stuff, and as I'm getting more stuff, of course, that's also helping it to increase as well. Stephanie wanted to come off mute real quick and talk about checking creator connections every night as well.
Hello.
Hey, Stephanie.
Hello. Okay, so I'm just going to walk you guys through what I do every night. You start out by going to your associate dashboard. So I have it bookmarked to go right to my consolidated summary. And from there, I go to the little hamburger 3 lines on the top right and switch store if you are on site or off site. You want to go to your on site store. So I switch to my on Amazon and let that load up. And then it brings me to back to the consolidated summary. It says United States and earnings by store ID. You want to click on your off-site ID there. It's confusing because this is now showing your today's orders for on-site. So it's backwards. You click on your off-site to get to your on-site. And then they're all clickable on your laptop or computer. So I just go through the list and I open each link in a new tab. So you get a bunch of tabs open across the top of your computer, and then I click on each product page. Right now, I just have the little notice that says these products are selling fast, check what's climbing our charts. So those you close all of, but sometimes there is a link for creator connections up there at the top of the page. So if there's a link for creator connections, I click on that and it'll open a creator connection campaign, but one that usually it doesn't like go into the one if you're already opted into it. So I usually then from there copy the brand name, go back out, research the either the ASIN or the brand's name, and go back to select the campaign that has the highest commission and the longest end date is the one that I go for. And some weird things that happen with the off-site that you wouldn't expect. So the next day usually is when Amazon says, okay, so let me go to my yesterdays so that I can explain that to you with the right terminology. So you have your ordered items and then you have your earnings. I do this with all of my ordered items at night for that day's products. And then the next day, you're going to get earnings on the things, not on the things that you're going to get the earnings for, but you will collect some commissions from creator connection campaigns that you're not going to get earnings for on site. So you think, oh, I used to just select ones that I knew I had a related video for or whatever, but you're whatever's going on in the back end there, it's I think the way offsite works. So they're like, oh, you've made all these sales, and because Creator Connections was created for offsite, you're getting the commissions for everything that you initiated a sale for. But you won't earn those commissions from Amazon as a regular Amazon commission. But I made a good chunk of money from that this month once I realized that that works. And when I do it this way, I don't go into Creator Connection and submit any content links or anything like that. I'm just letting it ride. Like we're not obligated to submit the links right now, so I'm not doing that.
And it's so good. It is. It's such a great opportunity. Oink, even he's working on a process for you to be able to, for him, like when you accept the different campaigns that you don't already have content for, he's setting it up that it'll create an idea list and then submit that idea list to that particular campaign. So you still have a link that is submitted for it. Y'all, it's when I tell you I'm thankful because there's programs like Logie. Like I've been a part of, and I won't say all the names. I won't say all the names of the programs that I've been a part of when it comes to being an influencer. And it's really hard sometimes because I'm still considered a micro influencer. I don't have 10,000 followers. I don't even have 1,000 followers on TikTok yet, y'all. Like I'm still a micro influencer, but I've been making money from being an influencer for years. And I didn't have to have a large following. But the first few years of this, I had to do a lot of work and I got burnt so many times. I went through so much headache, dealing with vendors. I had that whole situation where they had the vendors or they had brands that was sending like all of their return products to influencers or to just random people. I had that happen. I can't tell you how many how many air purifiers and massagers I had from this one brand. And all I could do was just give them away because what is happening right now? So I've gone through some treacherous low moments as a content creator. But I'm still here and you're still here as well. And so whereas other people left the program, other people left and came back, right? Other people left and never came back. Some people started and tried it, and after 2 weeks, they were like, I didn't make any money in 2 weeks, so I'm just not going to do it. Like there's a lot that had to go into it. But I definitely feel where you're coming from, Nick. Nichelle, I understand where you're coming from because there were moments where I was like, I don't even want to try it no more. Like, another situation, another thing, another problem. But sticking it out through the process, again, I'm now seeing it start to climb back up. And it's definitely starting to make some changes. But that's also where, again, are you bringing that offsite? So even with what Stephanie just shared, are you bringing people from offsite? And again, here's the other thing, they may have made a purchase and the purchase may have had some things that were already in their cart or something that was in their save for later list. And then, but they still bought the item, that brought them there. So you may not get all of the sales from all of that in your Amazon. That's why you don't see all of them. But in Creator Connection, you may get credit for it. So there's potential and opportunity out there, but yeah, it's definitely been a heck of a journey. By the way, yeah, do it for offsite as well. Yeah, I literally have 10K followers on 2 platforms and a website. And I'm just redoing my website. Don't tell nobody. Michelle, don't tell nobody. I'm just redoing my website. So I just started getting back to doing my blog. I just, when I tell y'all, I had gotten to a point where I was over it and I was just doing the videos and that was it. I was like, you leaving a whole lot of money on the table, ma'am. So let's get it together. So now I'm back to doing the website. Now I'm back to doing the blog and, you know, all of the fun things, right?
Yeah, I'm surprised at how well my blog's doing too. I've set it up to where it just kind of runs in the background, and but every now and again, my hosting site tells me like how many visitors I'm getting, and all that type of stuff with analytics. I'm like, oh wow, look at this! I got so many people coming in this month, and then this month, and it's growing. So there's definitely some perks to having a blog set up. One, because it's something else that you can sell to your clients out there, and it's more content for you to be able to get out there. And you're tying it with a bunch of SEO and keywords if you're doing it correctly. So hopefully more people find you. In particular, more brands find you as well. So it just kind of gives you a leg up on everyone else who may not be taking the time to put together the blog.
And I love it because the same way we said, batch your content, I will literally. So, okay, I got a slap on my hand for now because I had an interesting week. But I typically, before the first of the month, I have all the blogs for that next month already scheduled out. So they're scheduled out. Some of them have affiliate links, some of them do not. It's just content. Some of them lead to some of my social media platforms, and it's already scheduled out. And yes, there are platforms that can help you write the blog. If you're like Altovise, you want me to write and record and edit, and Chat GPT or Chat GPTina, as I call mine, you can go in there and get help with writing the blog. You can go in there and get the whole strategy for your month. Same thing. You put in, hey, this is what I want to do for the month of August, and can you help me build out a strategy for the month? Again, if you know what you're doing each week, you can batch record at the beginning of the week and then schedule it out for the week, and then you're good for the rest of the week as you have more stuff coming in. Listen, I just had something come in today. It just came in literally right before the call, and I was like, oh, when am I going to record? And I was like, you know what, I can record it today because I already uploaded my shoppable videos. Well, I uploaded a good number of shoppable videos this week. So I'm like, I can record it today and put it in my uploads for next week. It happened very quickly, easily. My blog is on WordPress. Lane, where's your blog?
Hey, my blog is also on WordPress, although I mentioned in the chat that I've also have used Squarespace before. It's a little bit easier to use, but I don't think it's as robust as far as like web crawling and being in Google search and all that type of stuff. But WordPress, from what I understand, it's a little bit more technical, but it's the more robust one to use. So it kind of depends on what you want. If you're looking for something that's really going to index you well and get you everywhere, you want to go WordPress. If you just want to have something to be able to show to clients that looks nice and is very easy to do, then something like a Squarespace or a Wix would be good for that.
Yeah, Stephanie said WordPress as well. I always save links here so I can use those to shop since so much info is being shared. That part. I do it all.
And then I also use SiteGround to be able to do my hosting for my blog as well. So you're going to want to have a hosting platform that kind of connects to it so that you can, put all your media on and the website can read that. And if y'all need a link for that, it's in my automations page that y'all can check out if you want to.
Also, so there's Andrew has his he has his own WordPress as well. So and then also in the group, I told you one of the most valuable things you have as a part of this community is the group, because they actually communicate in the group. So you'll see if you have a question, post it in the group. If you have, there are posts where people are like, hey, if you have a binnable list, put the link here. I want to shout you out on Venable. Somebody else may say, hey, if you got a YouTube channel, put it in here so we can come and, you know, give you some love. Hey, if you got a TikTok and you're trying to grow it, put it here and we can show you some love. But also as a part of the community, hey, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, and this is trash. I need to scream, shout. I need to throw something. I need to get on a phone, a Zoom, something. That's the place to put it, because you have some genuine people that will show up and respond and give you some insight. Because again, you have people in the community that have been doing this for years, not just, you know, 1 or 2, but literally 10, 15, 20 years of being a content creator, and knowing, again, the highs, the lows, seeing the Mr. Beast come up and do all great things, but also knowing that there was a child that was testing out toys on YouTube that was making a lot of money. So you kind of see the different angles that people can come from. You also have David Utepia. I know he isn't as vocal in our Friday calls as much, but he's also, if you watch his videos, you'll see when we talk about, you know, that energy when it comes to doing videos, and you'll see him jump off of a cyber truck. You'll see him do a Tesla truck. You'll see him do all types of things. But again, you also see that he gets a lot of engagement, and he's been doing this for quite a while as well. Um,
Also, he's kind of running on the trend right now. I mean, you know, Tesla's been in the news, you know,
mhm.
since the election and all that. And so he's using that as the vehicle to be literally the vehicle to be able to get his content seen more and more. And like Altovise was saying, he is extremely animated, very high energy, and people gravitate to that, especially with these short attention span type of minds that people have these days. So, and he's always doing something interesting too. Like, you know, he's taking a sledgehammer to the windows or throwing weights at it or whatever. You
Exactly.
know, he's creating content that's very curiosity driven and engaging. And so I think that that's why that's working so well for him.
Roxanne said something too. She said, I can't keep up with everything, the website, social media, making videos, etc., etc. Exactly. So
So you
here's,
got to automate it.
wait. I got a hack for that. So if you have teenagers, because when I was doing this and my kids were still teenagers, that was one of the hacks that I used. Each of my teenagers have very different personalities. And so, and even if you listen to, I know Antoine talked about it when we did the automation, um, when we did the automation, the first part of the automation fireside chat, he talked about how his kids help him with some of the stuff, because you don't always have to do it on your own. And so sometimes, and here again, this is a hack that I've taught entrepreneurs to use for their business when they're just starting out. Sometimes you may have college students that are just looking for an extra couple dollars a week, or looking for lunch money, looking for pizza money, right? You have college students, you have high school students that are looking for something to do. Here's the gag is, if you have them work with you in that way, then when they go and they actually apply for a job, they can use you as a reference. That's a hack. As a mom of 4, that's a hack. So when they are going and you have them helping you in certain ways like that, you can have them do that. If you have a college student, is always kind of like, you don't know, because you don't know about their workload, their school workload. But if you have a college student that is in business or marketing, that's what they're going to school for, say, hey, can I get your eyes, or can I get your help on something? They may help you set up the website because they need the experience and you need the website. It's a win-win, because then they can say, okay, I was able to put this together. And that's how you can kind of manage. I listen, when I tell y'all I have hacks for everything, just if you just starting out, and it's so funny because there was a book at one point that said, starting a business with $100. I literally could teach people how to start a business with very little. They had some other ideas in the chat too. Pod Page and WordPress, Hostinger, for the blogs, guys. Thrive Themes for a site builder. SiteGround and WordPress. Somebody she said I got a hosting plan like 20 years ago. That part. Yeah. And that was another reason, because it was like I have it, so I might as well use it. Let's figure out how to get that done. Andrew said he also has the 4 YouTube channels. Ooh, I just have the 2, and I haven't even finished setting up the second one.
Y'all watched our call last week. I've got like 10 YouTube channels.
Yeah, that part. Yeah. Michael said I've been watching David for years. Always so helpful when you ask a question about the biz. Yeah. Cheater free workers. Listen, she said I have an 11-year-old autistic son. No help. So here's the thing. May not be help when it comes to that part, but may be helpful when it comes to some of the product videos that you do, especially when you're talking about the durability of stuff. And you're talking about how easy some things are to use as well. So, and that's one I those type of videos, because you don't have to put their face in it. I typically try to stay away from putting like my niece and their actual faces in the videos, but like their hands, they be doing all types of stuff, y'all. Stephanie said I tried hiring my teen to make my website. He wasn't interested. Haha, Stephanie. I told you I know the hacks. So sometimes it's not about hiring your teen. Sometimes it may be about hiring your teen's friend. If he has friends that come to the house, or he or she, he. Okay. If he has friends that come to the house and you know that they're good, or they may be good on social media or something, say, hey, can I get your help on something? And I'll give you $10. I'm sorry, I'm a psych major. So what that'll do is, because then your son will say, well, wait a minute, because I need $10. How come my friend is getting $10? I need $10. Wait a minute. That's a psychology. That's like a psychological thing. Sorry. Yeah. I do automate, but I'm all over the place. Okay. So you know what? Put a post in the group and just say what you just said, and let's like flesh out some ways that other people have been able to automate. But y'all also know Lane is the automation king. He's the automation king, so he can definitely help you with a lot of that as well. And that's why we were talking about with I know he hasn't done one specifically for Genius Link yet, but we did do the one last week for repurpose.io that can help a lot as well. And I did see when I was looking through repurpose, it does have a connection. It's to Amazon, but I don't know what it looked like. It said both, to pull it from there and to put it there, but I was like, I don't know about that.
Here, let me answer that for you. So I
Yeah,
remember
please do.
whenever they first released it, I immediately checked it out because I was super excited. The way it works is it has to have TikTok as the source, and then it will send the video to Amazon. But on Amazon, it's going to be saved into a draft mode. So you still have to go in and put in like the title and the ASIN and all that and publish it. So it's not 100% automated. And for me, I start with Amazon because I bulk upload to there and then it kind of slowly drips to everywhere else. But if they could get it to where it would go from, honestly, but ideally probably be YouTube to Amazon, that would be pretty cool because then you could do like other languages or something like that. So that's something that hopefully Amazon opens up, but I think Repurpose has like a deal with them so that they could have some kind of access to their back end. It's just not like super duper flushed out yet, but still something that's they're always at the front trying to push things further to be able to get you out to more places. And so that's one reason why I like to still kind of keep my eye on and use repurpose.io.
I love it. I love it. Carrie said she's paying the 11-year-old neighbor in ice cream. I love it. When I tell you, when my children, because one of the things that I did for them was I said, I want you to have a childhood all the way up through. So I didn't have them work jobs in high school. So they could actually enjoy high school. And they did musicals and trips. And my youngest daughter went to Greece and like they did all types of things. And then when they got to the point where they were adults and moved out and went to school and now they had to do a job, I was able to be a reference for them. And it was so funny because when they started working, people were like, "You never had a job, like a physical, like an actual job?" And they said, "No, we worked for my mom, but she taught us all of the things that we needed to know for when we were going to work a job." That was one of the things that I love about being an entrepreneur. Yeah. Uh huh. Mentioning the durability of the product. Yep. Uh, I use some automation to add my tag to the Amazon links and pull image from Amazon. Yep. Mm-hmm. Listen, I know a lot of people that didn't have one, and I didn't have one. So I was like, yeah, no, y'all are going to have one. And mind you, because I started working at 13, of- officially working at 13. Unofficially, under the table, I was working like at 11. So yeah. So we did quite a few things. Thank you. We want to shout out to our team in the background. We always appreciate you. I know we went a little over today. We so sorry. We love you. Uh, hey, A Hood. If you had anything that you wanted to add to this discussion before we close out.
Uh, no, just wanted to wish everybody an amazing weekend, and so good to see everybody here on the earlier session as well. Those of you who aren't checking the logie.ai/news section of our website, where we started adding all these amazing update and follow-ups to these webinars. So we dive a little bit deeper, add ideas and stuff, quote Altovise, Eileen, of course, Lane, and everybody else that is, mentioning their words of wisdom, like Stephanie. So just keep it up, keep doing amazing stuff in the community, and we're gonna see you next week.
That part. So I want to see in the group, I want to see you posting that you have batched your content. You've either batched making your content bank or you've worked on your calendar for August or September, August and September of what kind of content you're going to be producing out. I want to see that in the group. So you guys have a great rest of your day and a great weekend. And don't forget that replays are always in the group the following week because we have an amazing team behind the scenes that do all of the important stuff. Y'all, I think that's it, right? Yep. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Bye, y'all. Y'all have a good one.